YouTube, what's up? Riz here, back with some more 7-round NFL mock drafts, doing all 32 teams leading up to the draft, and we'll have more NFL draft coverage videos as well. This video is covering the Washington Redskins. They have a ton of picks this year. I really like that. I think if they do this right, I think they can have a very good team, and for sure a playoff team if this is done right, because they already have a pretty solid team. Just the only thing is the whole Kirk Cousins situation can get a little messy. I don't know if he wants to play for them anymore. Possibly only one more year there. So we'll see. I hope they do well in this draft because they have plenty of picks to be in position to do that. Let's get into this first mock. First round, I have them taking Deshaun Kaiser, quarterback from Notre Dame, and this is becoming more and more of a realistic option. Kirk Cousins may be gone after one more year, and I think Kaiser would be an excellent pick. Not the best quarterback in this draft, and they don't have an early pick to have a big selection on quarterbacks, but it's perfect because he may be the best quarterback potential-wise in this draft. So if he's sitting a year behind Kirk, that might be perfect. He could be their quarterback of the future. Second round, I have him taking Marcus May, safety from Florida. For sure a guy in the rise for me. Excellent safety. Really no weaknesses in this game. I know the Redskins are doing their homework on safeties, so Marcus May would be an excellent pick in the second round in my opinion. Third round, I have him taking Chris Wormley, defensive lineman from Michigan. At one point was known as a second rounder. Kind of was on a decline because of a small injury. Wasn't able to work out at the combine, but then it was excellent as pro day. So kind of moving back up. I think they have a solid D-line. I think they can use another guy in there. Did lose Baker. So Chris Wormley would definitely help and compete for a job right away. Two fourth rounders, I have him taking Rasul Douglas, corner from West Virginia, playmaker guy. They can definitely use another corner, Norman and Breland, but I think that everybody can use more corners, and this is a guy that can play for them right away. I think they needed someone else that can get on the field right now, and he can do that. Other fourth rounder, I have him taking Brian Hill, running back from Wyoming, big running back that also can move. He's on the rise. I think he goes in the fourth round. The Redskins have quite a few running backs, but there's some buzz that they could be looking for another one. So I have him taking Brian Hill in the fourth. Fifth round, I have him taking Eddie Vanderdoes, more of a D tackle than Chris Wormley. Chris Wormley can play more outside than him, but also can play inside. Vanderdoes, D tackle, could help with that depth on the D line. Sixth round, I have him taking Shelton Gibson, wide receiver, West Virginia. Could be a Deshaun Jackson replacement. Shifty guy, not as fast as Deshaun Jackson, but solid receiver. Could possibly go earlier in this. Sixth round, I have him taking Marquez White, Florida State corner. Another guy that can possibly go earlier than this. Kind of depends on how the corners come off the board. I think it's a realistic option. The Florida State corner would be a pretty solid pick in the sixth. At this point, in the seventh, two seventh rounders just getting depth. Maybe a potential guy. Seventh round, Dylan Cole, linebacker, Missouri State. Small school guy, very underrated. Has a ton of potential, I think. Very athletic and can make plays. So why not get a potential guy as a depth guy here in the seventh round? And Jalen Robinette, Air Force wide receiver, possession receiver, also can catch the ball downfield. Would be a pretty good sleeper in the seventh round. Solid pick. So that is the first mock. Let's get into the second one. I have them taking Obi Melifonwu, safety from UConn in the first round. Maybe a little early. I'm not doing trades in this. They may have to trade back a little bit, but I know they like Obi Melifonwu. I know they're doing homework on a bunch of safeties, so I think it's a realistic option. They need a safety. They like Obi. And then on to the second round, I have them taking Curtis Samuel, wide receiver / running back from Ohio State. They can use another guy for each of those positions. Wide receivers, they have a couple guys, but they definitely can use another one, another playmaker. And then third round, I'm taking Nathan Peterman, quarterback, Pittsburgh. Could be the quarterback of the future depending on Kirk Cousins' situation. So why not grab him in the third if he's there. Two fourth rounders, I am taking Terrell Basham, D lineman from Ohio. Would be a good upgrade, can get on the field early in his career. And Howard Wilson, the corner from Houston. Another guy that can play right away. I think they can use a third corner option. They have two starters right now, but there's plenty of corners that play in a NFL game every week, so you need multiple of them that can play. Fifth round, I'm taking Alex Anzalone, linebacker from Florida, who would probably be a second or third rounder, but injuries drop him a little bit, but a solid linebacker that the Redskins can use. And then 6th round, I am taking Matt Days, running back, NC State. Again, they are looking for another running back. I guess they can use one, even though they have a few solid ones, but nobody too great. 6th round, Brian Allen, corner from Utah. Big corner. I think has a potential to play safety as well, but will be a corner at the next level, so it helps out in depth for the Redskins. 7th round, I am taking Ishmael Zamora, Baylor wide receiver, who would probably be... I'm higher on him skill-wise than most. I think he's a hell of a receiver. Off the field concerns drop him, so it's really up in the air where he will go. But skill-wise, I honestly think he's probably a 3rd rounder, but he's going to drop. Going to be very interesting to see where he goes. Big receiver that can catch the ball downfield, make plays. So that'll be a great pick. And then another 7th rounder, I'm grabbing another safety because obviously they need safeties. I have him taking David Jones, safety from Richmond. Kind of a sleeper guy, a lot of interceptions in his career at Richmond, and kind of a long guy, 6'1", but looks longer than that, can make plays. So that would be a solid sleeper pick late in this draft for depth. So that'll do it for the Redskins mocks. They have a ton of picks, and they can go in many different directions. So I had a tough time making this one because didn't really know which position they were going to go with earlier. Again, just multiple positions they can go with earlier, and then later it can be swapped the way I did it. But that's why I give you 2 mocks, 2 different views on it. Quarterback early, that's up in the air. It could happen depending on Kirk Cousins' situation. So very interesting to see what the Redskins will do. Definitely can become a playoff team, more than a playoff team, if they do this right with all these picks. So please like, subscribe for more. That'll do it for this one. Goodbye.